Recently on Twitter, Beat Saber player Electrostats said that he went to some kind of forum or something, maybe a subreddit, I don't know, but he went there looking for Beat Saber advice and tips. Now this was ironic because the tips were horrible, but one of the horrible tips that he got was to make your arms completely stiff, and instead of swinging with your wrists, just swinging with your arms and your wrists completely straight. Now I understand that to some new players, this advice actually might not seem that bad. You might be able to hit more notes by locking up your wrists and only swinging with your arms, because it lets you control where your sabers are going a bit better. But in practice, there's a reason why this is really bad advice, and that's because of the Beat Saber scoring system. If you've got 7 hours on the game, you probably don't care about this at all, and you just played the tutorial and did this shit.
Now cut the cubes in the arrow direction and match the color. Excellent.
But to top players and people who take the game very seriously, this is the sacred Jedi texts. The maximum amount of points you can get on a single swing on a note is 115, that infamous number. But that 115 is divided into 2 parts. The first 100 points go to swing angle. As you can see right here in this diagram, the note is hit right about there. Before you hit the note, you need to swing 100 degrees. And after you hit the note, you need to continue swinging for an extra 60. The rest of the 15 points will be awarded based on how close to the center of the cube the cut is made. So in practice, unoptimal swings would look like this. I'm cutting very far away from the center of the block, and I am getting no angle with my arms. As you can see, my accuracy is not the best. But let's now try that again with the optimal swings based on the scoring system.
Now go pick up those move controllers. They got a song and lose control, yeah.
As you can see, my AC is a lot better now. There's a reason why top Beat Saber players' swings look a specific way. It's because to get this wide of a swing, to get those full 100 points, you have to use your wrist a lot. Of course, it's not a crime to swing with your arms a bit, and doing this actually helps when you need to get much wider swings. But you generally want to have a mixture of swinging with your wrist and swinging with your arm.
Hello, it's Editor Me from the future. I forgot to include a section where I actually show what this looks like in real life. Look, this is what swinging with lots of wrist looks like. Swinging with lots of wrist is generally good for sections where you need to swing very quickly. It's easy to swing really fast and still get that wide angle that you need for the full 100 points when you're using your wrist a lot. But it's a lot harder to control where your sabers are going when you swing with a lot of wrist. This is what swinging with lots of arm looks like. This is generally good for getting higher accuracy because you're better able to control where your sabers are going. But arm swings are a lot slower, so it's harder to do faster sections, and uses up a lot of energy quickly, so you'll get tired very easily. And this is what semi-optimal swings look like, using a mixture of arm and wrist. Now, of course, for faster sections, you might want to switch to using a lot more wrist, or for slower sections, you might want to use a lot more arm in your swings. But generally, it's good to be versatile and be able to switch between the two very easily.
When you lock your wrists and only use arm, you get basically no swing angle. Even if you aim for the center of the blocks, you're still going to get very low points because you're not getting that full swing angle that you need. Here, let me show you guys a bit of an example.
Only in my darkest moments can I see the light. I think I'm prone to getting blinded.
I played a short section of this map twice. The first attempt, I just swung how I normally swing, and my accuracy by the end was a 96.1. But then I played that same section of this song again, but instead took the advice of locking up my wrists. My accuracy at the end was a lot worse. And that is why you shouldn't swing with your wrists locked.